and hereby welcome to Munol News. The moment we've all been waiting for. After several inspirational speeches, the President of the General Assembly, Vishep Jain, officially opened this year's conferences. This, in spite of Munol 2021 is now happening, the opening ceremonies were accompanied by the failure of last year's conference due to the corona pandemic. Luca Schildei and Lennart Brunstein were on site.
Munol 2020, a Munol that up to the last few seconds was fearfully expected not to take place. All the more relieved when yesterday the President of the General Assembly finally declared this year's conference as officially opened. Nevertheless, the lag created through the cancellation of last year's conference because of a nationwide lockdown accompanied this opening ceremony in speeches from Principal Dirk Rother and Mayor of Lübeck Jan Lindenau. Not only the current pandemic accompanied the opening ceremony, but also this year's conference theme, Different Identities Dividing or Uniting, was a major part of many speeches this day.
Well, it was extremely nice, so I loved how the opening ceremonies went. Actually, there were quite some compelling moments, and also the final moment with the session, the 24th session was actually officially declared as opened, was quite electrifying having this gavel in the hand, and yeah, it was very nice, and I also loved that we had some guest speakers there. What I furthermore also liked was that we had the possibility to actually have a minute of silent prayer and meditation, which was very important to me because I believe that that is something we should all be thinking of those people who have lost their lives in the pandemic.
Right after the openings, a terrible accident distressed the ECOSOC. Vice President Magnus Borchardt was connecting his notebook to a multiple plug when all of a sudden his trousers got ripped while bending down to the floor. Timon Janneck reports.
Yesterday I went to plug in my computer and I squatted down on the power outlet, and then I heard a ripping sound, and after that I thought, yeah, well, it's not that bad because it's probably just my jacket. Then I looked down and saw that all of my buttons on the jacket were still there. And then I noticed that I maybe had a different problem and a bigger problem. And I noticed that my pants were ripped in half, which was at the moment quite uncomfortable, but I managed to camouflage it with a clever action from my rain jacket. So I just ran around with a rain jacket and I managed to conceal it very nicely. Yeah, it was definitely not good, and I don't recommend it to anyone. So if you think about that your suit might be too tight, don't try to plug in your power outlet.
Punishments are traditional ways to bring justice over members of a committee, usually delegates, for not sticking to debating rules or the dress code. The delegate Hanna Köthe was one of the first participants of Munol 2021 who got punished for not sticking to the rules. It happened in the third committee of the General Assembly when she got punished by main chair Vishep Jain and deputy chair Caroline Will. And right now Hanna Köthe is live in the studio. Hello Hanna, and first of all I would like to know, how did you feel when you got the first punishment of Munol 2021, and what kind of punishment did you got?
Okay, so yesterday was the first real day of Munol, and I was very excited. It was my second time at Munol, so I already knew like how everything works, but we had a lot of first timers, so that was very fun because they didn't know a lot and we could like educate them about it. My highlight of yesterday was that I already got 2 punishments, which is wonderful. One was for being late after lunch break, and one I think was for chatting with my chair and we didn't watch our language. So that's like what I got to yesterday. And the first punishment was I had to look for a song and then present that text of the song as a speech. It was very funny. I took like money, 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 and in the chorus, everyone knew which song I was talking about. The second punishment was even funnier. I had to play basketball like a ballerina, so I like had to twist and turn and play basketball. It was very fun. We had a lot of punishments. We had a lot of guests. Everyone watched us, but it was very funny because like no one was embarrassed, and the ones, like the first timers that were a little embarrassed, we helped them and we like did the punishments together. So everyone laughed and it was just a very good time yesterday.
So thank you, Hannah, for your time. And to prevent further embarrassment, you can watch our new dress code tutorial on our YouTube channel, which you can find up here. So this was the first episode of Munol News 2021. At the end of the news, you will see a short recap of Monday and Tuesday. We will see us tomorrow. Until then, take care, stay healthy, and have a great day.
Also, since I got the message, the opportunity to make a press statement, I would like to remind some delegates of last year's conference that some delegate in some council was rumored in the gossip bots to not wash his hands after going to the toilet.
I am the whistleblower, and when I saw this, I just wanted revenge because I actually washed my hands 2 years ago, and I also washed my hands this year.